Hey, it's Solid Mustang here. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great day. And we are doing a solid review on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This game has taken me for a roller coaster ride. And I've been high on it, and now I'm really low on it. The reason being I'm low on it is they took things away. They took away the classic gameplay, put in a pretty bad mosh pit that I really didn't like. And I never think you should take anything away from your customers. I really like playing the classic game mode more than I did the regular game mode. I'm not into the grasshopper jump around stuff. It doesn't work, I think, for Call of Duty. I don't think that, that is really what Call of Duty is. That's Titanfall. And there's a lot of things in here that really remind me of Titanfall. Um, but most of all, that jumping around and stuff, that's a different game. That's not the game I want to play. And I bought the game because at E3, the Activision representative and the Sledgehammer representative, I apologize, can't remember their names offhand, you can look them up if you want, said that you'd be able to play the way you want to play. There'd be a classic game mode, and that there will be their mainstay gameplay. And they pretty much nerfed the classic gameplay into oblivion, and I don't appreciate that. And what they did is they put in a classic gameplay mosh pit, but within that mosh pit you have a lot of gameplay that most people are not interested in. Your big gameplays are your team deathmatch, your domination. Those are the two biggest ones out there by far, especially team deathmatch. I believe team deathmatch at any given time is about a 5 or 6 to 1 ratio. Now, I know a lot of the objective-based games are for the pro players, and that's where I have another problem is it does seem like Activision and the Call of Duty community, development community, is listening more to the pros than they are anybody else. And I think that hurts the game because the pros, quote-unquote pro players, have an alternative motive. They're in it for the money. They're making money. And they're looking at it from that standpoint that what suits them best to earn money, to win competitions, and to earn sponsorships. And that's all well good. That's fine. Hey, that's fine. If you're that good, you can make money off of this. Have a good time. But then don't turn around and say, well, this is the way the game has to be. Because let's face it, they don't even play the same game we do. Black Ops 2, for example, you could not have certain scopes. You could not have C4, for example. So, when you're throwing out those C4 sandwiches things, a lot of times you cannot put out claymores and other items that, was allowed to camp. And that's, to me, they have a different way of looking at things for obvious reasons. So, it is what it is. But when I got this game, I will have to admit, graphically it looks great. Very clean look. The maps are very well done. All the maps are very well done. And yes, I know I'm jumping on here with a bunch of bots. I'm going to do a classic team deathmatch here, just to show off all the different maps. By the way, Green Band here, that's one, probably the only one I can say, yeah, I don't like this map. The rest of them, they're fine. So, anyways, I'll tell you what, let's do the last one here, Urban, because it's a small map. Should be a lot of action that way. I'm sure I'll get flanked a lot by bots, but who cares? So, anyways, the maps are good. They have a good flow in the classic game style. And then when you add the grasshopper hop around stuff from Titanfall into the Call of Duty game, it screws that up. And to me, that's not cool. Um, The game, though, when I first got it, I was really impressed. It looks great. All of the graphics and everything look very good. Everything's very crisp. They did a great job. You can tell a lot of work, a lot of effort went into this, and I congratulate the developers in Sledgehammer Games on it. I thought they did a pretty good job. The level up system's fine. The gunplay is very good. You know, you're faster, you're more maneuverable with the SMGs, you're a little slower with the ARs, you're slower with the heavy machine guns. You know, you're about the same quickness with the shotgun, and everything plays the way it should. Your shotgun is point blank, up close range, and the TAC-19 is a lot of fun to play with. But the SMGs have a little bit longer range. The ARs have a longer range. The heavies have kind of a medium to long range. And then your sniper rifles, they have the long range stuff. Quick scoping can be done in this game. I have seen a few people do it, but it is definitely more difficult. And as I said in previous Call of Duty, so somebody out there is listening to me. It feels like it's almost an accident if you do it. Now, somebody can get good at it. They can work on it. They can get good at it. It's fine. But it's not so easy. Everybody's running around doing it. And that's where in the previous Call of Duty it just got to be insane. So, let's see. The sci-fi stuff, and this is something I was really worried about when the game first came out, was I was really worried about all the sci-fi stuff being overdone. The tracking bot, that thing's a pain in you know what, but I don't see it used too often in the gameplay. The EMP grenades and stuff aren't overdone. The threat grenades aren't that overdone. The perks are well done. The kill streaks, I think, are well done. A lot of people say they aren't that fun. I disagree. I think they are a lot of fun, and I like the level up system on those, on the streaks. The 13-point system was really well done. I think it really hit the right tone. I think that was just the right number. Lucky number 13. And so I mean, those things considered, I thought everything there was well done.
UAV is online. Care package inbound.
I also like on the kill streaks how, I can't remember if I mentioned this just a minute ago or not, how you can upgrade the streaks. And what I mean by that is, let's say, you know, you've got all the Hellfire missile that drops in. Okay, so you can have that missile where you just guide that one missile down, a Predator missile, you guide it down. You can have like a cluster missile mission thing where you see all these little missiles go down in a spiral and they fall down there and blow everything up. You can have additional missiles attached where you shoot those off, and you can have one or two, they track. So there's a lot of variants on here you can do. Same thing with like the turret. The turret, you can have it to where you have to control it as the basic one. So if you ever put up a turret and you're going, why isn't it working? If you just got the basic one, you have to control it. And then you can work your way up to where it controls itself, and you can have rockets, you can detach it and take off with it and mow people down. So all those kinds of things I thought were well done. The different levels on the guns I thought was a cool idea. It's definitely, I think it's a good change of pace. I thought they did a good job there with that. Like in my case, the SN6, I have the base one, the Magistrate is the second level, and then the third, this is the Elite. This is one I'm using, and they each have a little tweak to them, and it's just enough of a tweak where it makes a little bit, just enough of a difference. So I thought that was really cool. Let's see what else is out there. The connections and stuff are greatly improved. The hit markers are much better than they have been in previous Xbox Call of Duty games. And I am saying this from Xbox. I don't have a PlayStation. PC. I don't get into these kind of games on the PCs, but I have played them, and this is an improvement over everything I've seen. You know, 4 connections, stuff like that. You still got some connection problems, but with a vast community of people, you're probably going to have that no matter what you do. You just try to minimize it. And I think the Xbox One has something to do with that. You have more processing you can use to do the things you need to do. So, overall, pretty good game. Would I buy it again, knowing now what, you know, if they just had just the mosh pit for the classic? Probably not. I would. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. If they did a mosh pit with solely team deathmatch, domination, and kill confirm, done, fine. I can roll with that. I can definitely roll with that. But when you start adding all the other objective stuff, your search and destroys and other things like that, that's when I'm like, eh. And it forces me to play in a mode I really do not enjoy playing. And if I'm playing this for fun, I'm not going to play something that I can't sit back, relax, and enjoy. So that's where I am with that. Would I buy this again? As the way it sits currently, I would probably rent this. And if you're looking at Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you're thinking about buying it, you haven't bought it yet because you wanted to wait for it to get all the bugs and everything out. And I can't blame you for that.
Our UAV is online.
I would rent this game. See if you like it. Rent it. It's a huge improvement over Ghost. If you were as soiled about Call of Duty after Ghost as I was, which by far was the worst Call of Duty ever made, by far. Call of Duty Ghost just was horrible. The maps were bad. The graphics were okay at best. The movement, the gun feel, all that was subpar. It just was a bad video game. And boy, I bet Infinity Ward's really regretting letting those guys go to Respawn, or go to Form Respawn. And this game just hasn't, for me, has not been the same since Call of Duty 4. And what I would love to see is a Call of Duty 4 remake for the Xbox One. That would be great. With just an upgraded graphics and connections. That's it. That's the only thing I would change on Call of Duty 4. It's just an upgrade on the graphics. It's talking about a game made, I believe it was made in 2006, 2007. So technology has improved quite a bit since then for video games. So I would really like to see Call of Duty 4 remade and put back out into the Xbox One world. No changes to the guns, no changes to their damage, no changes to anything like that. That's what I would love to see that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe Infinity Ward, I think, is the one who would have to make that by contractual obligations and stuff like that, by illegal options. And that was one long-lasting shield. So that I would like to see. This game, if I could play it without the jumping around, I think it would be a lot of fun. But all that jumping around, I'm just not into it. So, and I think it's plenty fast without it. anyways, that's my thoughts on this game. That's how I kind of feel about it. Um, I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope that get a chance to get a look around. And like I said, I'm going to show you where this MLG event thing pops up here in just a minute.
Nice work, Sentinel.
But if you have a game or any suggestions or anything like that you want to see, I'd be more happy to do it. If you want a solid review on a game, let me know down below. See what I can do for you there. Um, I think for the next one, what we're going to do Titanfall will be my next one. So hopefully that one, you know, you're still playing and enjoying, because I know I am. So let's, get out of here all together. And you can see we're going to quit that game. And you can see the MLG event is over here. MLG, Major League Gaming, it's where the pros go play, but I really think Activision and Sledgehammer are too much into listening to these guys and really catering the game toward them rather than the core gamer. So just my thought, just my opinion, as everything else is. You're welcome to disagree with me down below if you like. Just keep it clean. That's all I ask. Just keep it clean. All right. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Solid Mustang, and I've got your 6.